Check 1, 2, 3. Check. Check. Check sound. Check sound. Check sound. 1, 2, 3. Sound check. Check sound. Check. Check sound. Check sound. Sound check. All right. Good morning. Uh, good afternoon. Or good evening, wherever you're watching this from. This greetings, okay, and peace to you all from this Indonesian villager. My name is Denny, okay, and this is Denny the villager. I'm not a native English speaker, but I like to use English to connect with people from uh, all over the world. Okay. I like to ask simple questions in my live stream, and but does not mean that I like to see a debate. Okay, this is not a debate live stream. Okay, hey, welcome, Dev. Yes, welcome, welcome. So I use this live stream to practice, learn, and grow. So welcome, everyone. Yeah, just like Dev. Welcome to Dev. I'm going to put the question on the screen here, just in case. I don't want to forget. Let me see. What was the question again? Oh yeah. Today I feel like asking, do countries, maybe some countries, right? Need foreign workers. How to spell foreign? Okay, here it is. Do countries need foreign workers? Okay, let me share with you the background of this question, guys. I've been watching social media, and there was a movement in South Africa. I watched um, that they tried to chase away foreign workers and immigrants, and but it's not only happening in South Africa. There's an anti-immigrant movement also in Japan, um, and in the UK, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, you can correct me if I'm wrong. In Germany, in France, so so these immigrants come from different countries, and work. So as a villager, I'm just starting to ask, okay, do countries need foreign workers? So yeah, let me read some of the. Welcome everyone. Okay, for those who just joined here, welcome. Let me read your comments. Okay. Bro, the egg. Yes, Aizen, welcome. It's the egg. I came for the eggs. Yes. Hello, Rutu Ko. Welcome, Rutu. And next time, Uncle J. Uncle G. Okay. Yes, they do, Dev says. Aizen says in his country, they accept foreigners who are hard workers. We only hate those who come to steal and cause harm. Okay, that makes sense. Where are you from? Which country are you from, Aizen? Okay. Hello, Inanna. Welcome back, Inanna. Yes, yes. Okay, Dev says it brings more diversity and more perspectives, Dev says. Okay. Hello, Prime King. Yes. Country is Chile. Oh, Aizen is Chile. Chile. Oh, okay. So Chile is in Central America, right? If I'm not mistaken. Central America, or is it South America? Inanna said he speaks Marathi. Oh, Marathi. Okay. I know the song Marathi, Marathi. No, that's different. Guys, I'm gonna make my brunch here. Okay, guys, yeah, it's okay, right? I hope you don't mind. Like I said many times, I don't want to be rude. Okay, uh, I'm gonna chew and talk. Okay, at the same time. I hope it's okay with you. Rainbow people, yeah. It's time for Indonesian coffee. Yes, you're right, Prime. I agree with you. Indonesian coffee is the best. But then again, I'm biased. I'm from Indonesia. Uh, Shida Emo. I have no idea now. This time. All right. Let me see, eh? You know, Indonesians love coffee, right? And it's not because of the coffee. When we have coffee, right, we don't like to sit alone to have the coffee. We have to have somebody with us. For some strange reason, we like to, hey, let's come here and have some coffee with me. For some strange reason, we don't like to have coffee alone. We don't like to have coffee alone. And I'm lucky we have peanut butter. Peanut butter. I used to, when I was little, I used to live next to my grandmother. I'm sorry, my mistake. My grandmother used to live next to a peanut butter factory. So she always got a good price. So when it's a little bit later, like 10 o'clock, so my grandma always go to the factory. Hey, do you guys have any excess? And then she always got a good price because of that, because she bought it directly from the factory. I missed her. All right, let me read your guys' comments, okay? All right, let's see. The best word you can learn from Chile is conchetumare. Okay. We are the someone. All right. Yes, you're right, Def. You are the someone. I totally agree with Turk, welcome back, Turk. Ask her to retrieve data from collective subconscious. Ask her to retrieve data from collective subconscious. Collect data from collective subconscious through Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. Beep, 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 beep. Subconscious. Beep, 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 beep. Subconscious. Download 90%. Yeah, peanut butter raisin tastes great, especially when I have company like you guys here. Tastes nicer. Right, and peanut butter and coffee, of course. Okay, I'm running. I don't have any more Indonesian coffee. I need to buy it at the shop later in the afternoon. Guys. And don't forget, guys, this sugar, this is palm sugar in Indonesia. I don't know if you guys have this. This is palm sugar. It's much healthier than the crystal sugar, French crows, I don't know, Crystal Noir and company. Have no idea. Right. All right, guys. Now I cannot have this all, in one cup, right? So I'm gonna cut this. Yeah. Cut act like a maniac. Oh, you don't have palm sugar. I see. I see. So you can use. I don't know if you got sugar cane. You know, you can get sugar from sugar cane. Basically, it's healthier than the crystal sugar. You know, you have less chance of getting diabetes. You know, diabetes is not a joke, guys. It's really bad. Yeah. Oh, you have to order it online. Oh, okay. You see, that's the thing, Dev. As long as it's affordable, okay. That's if it's not affordable, then I think United States must grow palm oil, or maybe buy it at cheap, in a cheap price. You know, from countries like Indonesia. You know, buy some palm sugar from some of my cousins. You know, maybe some of my cousins in Indonesia have a shop that sell palm sugar. Support local business. Order from Amazon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Amazon. Yes, yes, yes. You're right. I wonder why they call it Amazon, guys. You know, Jeff Bezos. Because when I think of Amazon, I think of rainforest. You know, in Brazil. You know, Amazon. And I wonder if people in Amazon said, "Hey, you copyright, you know, this is our place. You know, you don't pay copyright." Yeah, yeah, Walmart app, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, tell Jeff. Jeff, I need palm sugar, Jeff. Give me some palm sugar, Jeff. Yes, copyrights on coffee rights. Yeah. Copyright on coffee rights for the coffee machine. Okay, now this one here. Put the and blend in with the hot water, guys. Okay. 7 to $50 on Amazon. What? The palm sugar, Dev. Palm sugar. Hello, Blink. Japan number one. Japan is number one. I love Japan. Japan is number one. Dennis male version, except she taunts me. What? Let me read the comments above. Yes, only Indonesians can do a 2 week sawit job in in 1 week. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me see. I haven't combed my hair, guys. Just give me 1 minute, okay? Let me comb my hair first, okay? It's impolite to talk to people and go out to see people without combing my hair. Just give me 1 minute. Yep. I'm back. I'm from different culture. All right. Hair already look normal. Yeah, it's the same. My son said, "Dad, look the same." Nothing changed. Uh, let's see. Inanna, welcome. Okay, Inanna says, "I'm not Indonesian." Yeah, where are you from, Inanna? Hair. Let me see. No, the peninsula is number one. The Great Peninsula. Peninsula the Great. Okay, how about that? Peninsula the Great. Espresso double shot. Ooh, Inanna. Espresso double shot. That's scary, you know. One when I was working in Taiwan, right? Um, when I was working in Taiwan many years ago. So I was sitting in a coffee shop with some friends, you know. So I was like, it was evening time, you know, and said, okay, okay, I haven't never tried the espresso before, by the way. Can I have this espresso? And then one of my friends said, "Are you sure?" Yeah. Okay. Now I thought it was just same like the other coffee, you know, espresso. Big mistake. That was 7 p.m. right, and then what happened? Like I stay awake the whole night. The whole night stay awake. Like, oh, so what is wrong with me? I'm tired, but why I cannot sleep? Okay, before I cook, right, I'm gonna let's just yeah, sit here. My holy chair. This one here, holy chair. Okay, so Inanna from Iraq. Okay, are you in Baghdad, Inanna? Hello, Chris. Welcome. That's right. They have the whole night. It has to be. It has to be pronounced like the whole night. Yeah, Def. Chairs. Oh no, your chairs lost in transit, Def. I think it was stolen by an orangutan. Yeah. Yes, in an holy chair. $10 to $20 on Walmart app, so you're gonna get it from there. Ah, okay. Yeah, that is is $20 affordable there. Wow. Cikgu is a teacher in Malay language. Yeah, I see. Yes. Teacher Denny. Yes. See, in the East, right, we address teacher as so instead of saying Mr. Denny, people call me the teacher Denny. You know, like in China, it's a 老师. So Denny 老师 means teacher Denny. in Indonesia, Pak Guru Denny. Hello guys, sorry, welcome back. Sorry guys, I needed to pause the live stream earlier. My wife called me. Mm, Let me read some of your comments, okay guys, and see. Okay, so everything's okay. I have this teacher named Brad Duncan, and I just call him Duncan. No, Mister. Call him Duncan. Mr. Duncan. In Indonesia, it would be considered impolite to call the teacher's name by name. But then again, I don't know how is it in the United States. But you guys can call me Denny, guys. It's okay. And besides, I'm not working now. Okay, I have resigned. Yeah. Big mistake. But the reason why I had to accept the call earlier because there's one school who asked me to send my CV. So let's see. Okay. Oh, he's your favorite teacher. Okay, he's fine with it. Okay, that is different context. Yes. Now, where was I? Yeah. So Sino says in the Iban language, Guru is a teacher. Guru is a martial arts teacher. Oh, martial art master. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Turk. Yeah, thank you for the best. Yes. But I don't know. I don't feel like it anymore. The school is in Abu Dhabi. I don't want to be sound like I'm ungrateful, but I'm not. I'm confused. I don't want to. I've had uh, not good experience teaching in Abu Dhabi. So I don't know. I like to teach in the East more. But right now I don't have any job, so I guess I cannot choose. He teaches, okay, Dev said he teaches history and cross country. I teach history of humanity. Why are we here? Page 1. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, Inanna was Jean's model in college. Ah, wow. Inanna, that your story. Remember, I remember your story. Right? It reminds me of a video I saw online. There was a big chubby guy, big, very big chubby guy, and then he was interviewed by this reporter. Said, "Hi, so what is your occupation?" "Oh, I'm a model. I'm a sports model." And I was like, "What?" So the reporter was confused, and then he continued. The guy said, I'm before, you know, I'm before the before model, before. When sometimes when you show at the gym, there's a before and after. He's the before one. Yes, that's Jean Pierre. Jean Pierre, he's asking for some food, but there's food in his bowl. Yeah, he's just being spoiled. Yeah, before and after. I don't know, Inanna. Yes. I'm your favorite online teacher. Thank you, Dev. Okay, Dev, open page 495. It makes muscle man look like chicken drumstick. Yeah, chicken drumstick or worse, bamboo stick like me. They said, they said, right? So I have to be careful what I said now, because I'm drinking and eating now. They said when you eat, right? When you drink something, when you eat something, you must not say bad things. It will manifest. So good things always, good health, prosperity, peace. That is the topic while we are having something to eat or drink. Okay? Oh, you don't normally use books anymore, right? Okay. Okay, Turk says he discovered Denny one day because he decided to ask random streamers about their dreams. Oh yeah, Turk, I remember, yes. Is the history book in Indonesia's high school full of lies, like the history book in Malaysia? I have to be careful now, as you know. I have to be politically correct. Yes, Def. You're right. In Abu Dhabi, they don't use books anymore. Yeah, but yeah. The thing is, history books, right? Always just remember, history is always from the perspective of the victor. So it is important to see alternative perspective. So when the book says, again, history book says that everybody is Malay, a Javanese is a Malay, an Iban is a Malay, a Papuan is a Malay, what's it? Minangkabau is a Malay, Caucasian is a Malay, Jean-Pierre is a Malay, and then you can see the alternative option. What is the alternative option? Yes, Jean-Pierre? Okay, Jean-Pierre. But you have food there, Jean-Pierre. You have food there in your bowl. In your food. Yes, in Peninsula people literally made hang to a Malayu, but he was a Chinese that converted. Yes, if it's good for them, Peninsula, then it's everybody's Malay. But the Malay in Indonesia, they are not like that, because in Indonesia, we, the country, recognize each tribes. The nation recognize the diversity. So yes, you are a Dayak. Yes, you are this tribe. You are a Minangkabau. Yes, you are. Um, recognize it and cherish it. You cherish the differences. That's make the world beautiful, not because flowers beautiful because they are colorful. Kiki, yeah, Kiki is Malay, Coco is Malay. Yeah. All right. Says countries only need foreign workers if there's a population shortage. Otherwise, mass immigration is very bad, and this is clear in Europe. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. I mean, I only see on the news that European countries are facing a problem now with immigration. Sino says the peninsula literally said the Manasih tribe started the Malay tribe. All right, take care, Turk. All right, thank you for stopping by, Turk. Sino, yes. The sky is the limit for imagination. Right. And okay, says when he goes to England, I want to see England, not Afghanistan or India. Oh, I see. I see. I see. So, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Just like, where are you from? Are you from England? Why? Like, so how did that happen? Like in the first place. Oh, you're Jordanian. I see. Is Jordanian. Okay, okay. Oh, okay. You have many immigrants in Jordan. I see. I see. Okay. Okay. So, all right. And then at least one of the country that need it. Okay. Bling said one of the country that need the foreign workers probably, right, is Dubai, which has built its modern industry on the back of poorly treated foreign workers. Dubai is very diverse. Okay, I was in Dubai, and you're right. There are many poorly treated foreign workers, but they are not mostly. They are not working for the locals. Those poorly treated workers. They normally work for for Indian entrepreneurs. The one who work for the locals, actually they are well treated. They get well paid. Because I was working for a local company there once. Because Jordan is a relatively safe country. Oh, I see. All right. Okay, says he has no problem with Arab refugees because they share our culture, but unfortunately, there are also non-Arab immigrants who have become unwelcome in Jordan. Oh, okay. So why? Okay, maybe without insulting. Okay, without insulting. Okay, maybe you can share like your experience. Like why some immigrants become unwelcome. So what happened? How did that come? Uh, how did it become? Yeah. Oh, name is Muhammad. Okay, Muhammad. Okay, so how did it happen? Okay, so you guys have a coastal city called Aqaba. Okay. Okay. Last week it was full of Indiana. Oh, okay, okay. So what is wrong with full of Indianas? I mean, maybe they just there to chill, you know. Oh, so Def's name is Charles, but call me Def. Yeah. Defcon 1, Defcon 2, Defcon 3. Yes, go on. Yes, I'm listening to Muhammad here. Okay. Bling says, I mean, the blue collar industry, yes, often the private sector company them for Dubai. Yes, Bling, yes. Exactly. Muhammad says within 2 hours, the city was filled with garbage and several cases of harassment against Jordanian girls. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Muhammad. Yeah, but okay, I'm trying to, I hear you. You as a local, you will feel, disturbed. These foreigners, they harassing our local girls. That's not acceptable. Um, but I'm trying to see it from different perspective. I hope it's okay. I'm not defending those action, but do you think maybe? Uh, okay, I don't know. I cannot defend it. I'm sorry. I'm trying. It's still hard to defend it. But do you think that also the harassment also could come from locals also? Muhammad. I'm just trying to be as fair as possible. Okay. Okay. Sino says old. His name is old. Lao. So is everyone else? Sino is fine. Okay. It is also illogical in Jordan, for example, Muhammad says, to try engineers from engineering department when we have young people who graduated from engineering and cannot find work. I see. Yeah, you're right, Muhammad. It's confusing, but like, so what did the government say? Without, we're not trying to attack or talk bad about any government here. But what was their reason to import a lot of immigrants to do engineering work? Uh, Muhammad says most non-Arab immigrants are illegal. Okay. Zero from My Hero Academy. Oh, I see. Zero. I see. I see. I see. That's the thing. Yeah, illegal immigrants. I think it's not only Jordan who's facing that problem. Many countries like Japan, maybe, I don't know. South Africa. I know lately it's very big. It's big on social media, and I'm sure in the UK as well. I think United States also, right, facing that problem, and France and Germany. Yeah. Yeah, Sino is. I also know that DB, DBZ, DBZK, DBZG. Yeah, it's basically about Goku has returned again. So I think, right, this is just my view. My view, okay. It is true. I think the problem is that people are not aware that each country has law. They need countries need law and rules. To maintain order. Um, But it doesn't mean that we should treat, foreign workers less. We shouldn't dehumanize them, and see them as less, less. I think it's morally, it's not morally is not right, and in my view that yeah, law and order, rules and law need to be implemented, and some immigrants do hard work jobs, like jobs that most maybe locals don't want to do, and so they contribute, and but it doesn't make them less than us, but I agree with you with the illegal immigrants, so law and order also have to be maintained, otherwise it become unruly. They bring in immigrants for work because they don't want to wait for young, newly graduated people to gain experience. They want to hire experienced people quickly, but this isn't fair. Okay, so there's a gap there. It sounds like there's a gap there, Muhammad, and the government cannot afford maybe to have that gap, because if you wait for that gap, then the economic will go down. Maybe I'm just maybe, okay, this is just a villager's view. Amman, the capital of Jordan, and other more developed cities are becoming increasingly populated by foreigners, while rural areas are becoming more populated by native Jordanian. This is bad. Oh yeah, you're right, Muhammad. However, there are some non-Jordanians in Jordan who harbor resentment towards Jordan. What? That doesn't make sense. Okay, Inanna, I don't understand. Smart Communication Inc. Is under Salim Group. Okay, I'm fine with Indian people coming to America, says Dev, to work for gas stations, but I can't understand them, bro. Like, what are they saying? Of course, Dev, because they have their own language. For example, in Jordan's history, a war occurred between Jordan and treacherous Palestinian armed factions. Okay, that occupied areas in Jordan. Okay, but Jordan won the war. Today, some Palestinians hate Jordan. Oh, I see. Because of that history. I see, Muhammad. Okay, now. Okay, so that's the context. I see. If you can't understand them, join in how they talk. You will eventually understand. Might sound racist at first, but that's the only way to understand them. Oh, I see. Oh, so you work there in an, I see. All right, so you work at Salim Group. Oh, Salim Group is an Indonesian corporation. And GV says, of course they had Jordan because Jordanians betrayed them and helped the occupation. But isn't it the past? Like that's the past. So who's harboring this hatred? Like who's telling both groups that, hey, because of the past that they do, so we have to hate them. Sounds like an never-ending hate. Okay, Muhammad says demanding the removal of illegal immigrants is not racism. Okay, yeah. Okay, yes, illegal immigrants. Yeah, you need to, like I said earlier, law and rules. There's law and rules. I mean, without them, it become unruly. Palestinians are not illegal immigrants. Okay. Okay, Blink says, why don't they tell the government instead of you change the rule? Yeah, you're right. Okay, that also makes sense, Blink. some self-inflicted thing in North America. We have this sometimes, people blaming immigrants instead, but they don't. Okay, yeah, it's. I think it's maybe it's easier to blame immigrants. Maybe I don't know. Hey guys, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, we tend to blame foreigners because they are the easy, easy. Uh, because I'm assuming that our countries have representative, right? We can demand, we can press the our representative, right, to fix this. I think the illegal immigrants is just the what is the effect, But I could be wrong. Hey, I'm just a villager, so I'm just. Okay, Dev says Americans hate Americans. Some immigrants in Europe, when asked to leave, protest and say, "Oh, the Europeans conquered the world and owned slaves. Europeans did not stop slavery, nor did they start it. It's true that the Palestinians in Jordan are not illegal immigrants." Okay, okay. All right, yeah, there's a. I think it seems like the House representative have a lot of homework, right? Europeans abolished slavery. Okay, okay. But we know it's still there. Are you a leftist? I'm a person. Wisdom says we use only 5 to 10% of our brain. We should use more. God still exists without law and border, mostly man-made, and it is just enough that we become more creative and more jobs for new immigrants. Oh, I see. Okay, GB said, of course, they arrived as refugees during the Nakba, and hence legally they were given refugee status. Okay. Just remember, guys, you are here. There are a lot of people from different countries, here. So when you're talking about your domestic situation, give us context, okay? So we also can see your perspective. But of course, this is not a debate room, guys. Just a kind reminder, this is not a debate live stream, okay? This is a live stream for us to chill, okay? To chill and have coffee and have some tea together. You can share your view without insulting others, So nobody needs to destroy your argument, and you don't need to destroy people's arguments. Don't know what's wrong with my eyes. Sino says other European countries were sorry for their history, but Portugal and Spain. Okay, let's talk about rainbow people. Trying to change subject as so you cook. Yeah, rainbow people. Dev as the representative of rainbow people. We want Rainbow Month. That's what Dev says. Yeah? Hey, in America they have Rainbow Month. Eh? Messi or Ronaldo? The GB said the big question here is not if they like Jordan or not. The question is why and who exactly they dislike the I wouldn't say that. Okay, I cannot say that, okay, in this live stream, okay? We are the rainbow people, Dev says. Dev says, we are the rainbow people and we are the alphabet people. So, no, everybody says, oh no. Palestinians refugee that came to the peninsula literally attacked the Malaysian embassy, but can't blame them. The peninsula people literally promised this and that to them. Oh really? So, what? Well, guys, I finished my brunch. Right now, let me think what to cook. Today's menu is frozen chicken and some patty. Somebody gave me patty. Yes, Dev. Dev is a trans, he says. Transformer. LG, no Samsung TV. Yes. That's why Dev says he's not allowed to go out by his parents. Stay in the house, okay? Dev is at home under the bar, behind the bars. Help! Let me out of here! The alphabet mafia. Yes, the rainbow can't even use the rainbow emoji anymore. Yes, when I was still working for a school in Abu Dhabi. Okay, guys, do not give the rainbow stamp or show rainbow on the on the whiteboard. Okay, what? What's wrong with rainbow? I said, it. I said, but this rainbow is beautiful. And then my grade leader said, no. We were told not to show rainbow. It's too bad. I can teach them colors. It's just red. It's just green. It's just purple. Oh, by the way, Dev, are you gonna go march, Dev, in June? I think there's this marching day for you. Can't see the rainbow as gay, though I see the rainbow flag, and I think no, it's just you. It's just you, Dev. Rainbow doesn't mean gay, okay? Sino says in his country people will think you're gay and people will come up to you. Why are you gay? Yes. Yes. there was a TV there was an interview, I think in Africa. I think it's Ghana or somewhere. I forgot which country. I think it's Ghana, right? So they were interviewing this LGBT activists, on the national TV, by the way. And then okay, welcome everybody. We have this gentleman. He's a gay activist, so LGBT activist. Okay? So the first question is, why are you gay? What is LGBT, Denny? LGBT is let me see. L is for long, right? G is for gun, right? B is for barrack, I think. I don't know. I think Dev can explain that. Okay, Dev, as the representative of LGBT. Yeah. Animals, do they have LGBT group? I don't know. I don't think animals have are able to form any organization, but yeah, they can be a group, I guess. Blink says, "Yes, humans." You know, it reminds me when I was working in Taiwan. You know, my student says, "Teacher, Daddy, teacher, we are also animals." I said, "No, we're not animals." "Yes, we are. We are animals." And I said, "No, we're not." He said, "Yes, we are." I said, "Okay, okay, fine, fine, fine." I said, "You are animals, and I'm not. Okay, how about that?" And then we said, "No." Uh, do I have sinusitis? No, it's because the sand here. So I know I have as you know I have allergy. I have allergy because of the sand, the dust. Sorry. Yes, look, I'm an egg. It's the dust, the dust from the nearby volcano. I'm sensitive to dust. I'm a sensitive man. Hello, freedom for Iran. Whoa, okay. The names of freedom for Iran. Waving the flag. Welcome, freedom. Dave says lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning, and sexual, LGBTQA plus, blah blah blah. Okay. Gelo siya. Sorry. Then have you tried duck egg? Yes, Luca. A salted duck egg and also the omelette duck egg. It's nice. Bling asks why some Iran flags have this lion in the middle. Because I'm just gonna make up the answer. Okay, this is a made up answer. Because if they use ducks there, that would be it would be considered what's the word? It would be weird, It's an invitation for laughter. Eating embryo. We want to change the regime. Oh no, freedom. Why? Calm down, freedom. Okay. Just relax, freedom. Okay. No need to change regime here. Okay. We just want to chill. Why do you want to change a regime? What did the regime do to you? Guys, I hope it's okay. I'm gonna make food, okay, while we are chatting, okay, guys? Because my family need to eat. Yes, eat is good for your health. All right. Yes, thank you, Sino. Yes. Don't burn, exactly. Burn. We need fire. We need fire. Now, when I say we need fire, who created fire? This is a question my parents used to ask. Every time I say something nice, or I admire something, in nature, or I say I need something from nature, and then who created it? Who created it? I said, Mom, look at the rainbow, everybody, rainbow, rainbow. Okay. Yes, really beautiful, right? I said, yeah, yeah, beautiful. Who created the rainbow? And then Bling says, me. My theory is that Leo's a pretty old symbol. Iran is very old. Zoroastrianism is born from there. Yes, I think Zoroastric is called, I think in the Islamic culture, in Arabic culture, I think is called Majusi. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. Yay, Iris made rainbow in my religion. Yes, yes, yes. And then suddenly as I grow older, and I heard the story that there's a pot of gold at the end of rainbow. I said, ah. And then the school kind of ruined my dream. The school said, rainbow is a circular, guys. Rainbow is circular. Okay, there's no age. It's circular, circular. Okay. There's no pot of gold. I said, school breaks dreams. You didn't hear that growing up? No, Dad. I was growing up in the village. Is okay. I think somebody spilled some juice or something on the floor. I think my wife or one of my kids spilled juice. It's sticky. Miko, your assessment?
Yeah. Smells like.
Huh?
Smells like. Something here.
Smells like something bad.
Yeah, it smells like.
Old food? It's from the garbage bag earlier, I think.
No, no. It smells like one of the cat's cage.
Oh. Let's see. Hello, Prone. Welcome, Prone. You didn't email me, Prone. There's a theory that the Sphinx was a Leo statue before the pharaoh, forget his name, recovered his own face on it. Wow, I didn't know that. You know, Egypt, right, left some magnificent monuments, you know, like Sphinx, the pyramids. 1, 2, 3. I only have 4 more eggs, guys. 4 more eggs. 4 more eggs left. So I'm gonna go to the shop later in the afternoon. But in the meantime, this is rice from yesterday. Ah, still okay. It's not smelly. Ah. Ah. I'm gonna make fried rice of this. Okay. It's nice when you make fried rice from cold rice. Send you my Easter eggs and yeah, Dev. Easter eggs with the rainbow stamp on it. Click. Sign Dev. Defcon 3. uh, it's I think it's nice, guys. If you want to make fried rice, that make sure that you cook fried rice from cold rice. It tastes nicer. Alright, Sino says because the water erosion on the Sphinx was dated 10,000 years ago, and 10,000 is where the Leo constellation was perfectly north and visible to the mysterious skies. Oh, okay. Alright, Dev, you have to go. Alright, thank you so much, Dev, for keeping me company and saying hi. All right. Don't forget, Dev, to cook some food for your parents. Surprise them. Shock them. All right. Take care. Yeah, so Sino, what you up to, Sino? What is your plan for the day? Pranay asks, can we be friends? Can we be friends? Why can't we be friends? I wish I learned history back in high school. Chigu, it's impossible now to further my studies in history. Ah, so you like history, yeah? Sino. History, it's exciting, history is exciting if you see it as a story. It's not exciting if you have to memorize dates and years, but if you see it from a story, like, wow, this is a event, story, then it's nice. Let me get the onions. Onion, guys. In 2 hours, I'll be going to the longhouse to pick up my brother and 3 sisters. Gawai ended yesterday for my longhouse. Okay, what is Gawai? I know kawaii. Pesta. Oh, okay. Menuai. Is it in Malay? I forgot. Gawai. Alhamdulillah. It's like a oh pesta menuai. Oh, I see. Like a pawai maybe. It's like pawai. It's like oh pawai is more like a parade, right? It's different. Pawai is parade. I think it's Malay maybe. You see, this is the thing. This is the thing. You know, uh, people in I guess in Peninsula assume that Indonesia is Malay. Most of Indonesians we struggle, you know, to communicate with people in Malaysia if they have to use the Malay because there was a Malaysian couple, you know, I saw here, not here when I was working in Abu Dhabi, and then she doesn't speak. I don't know. It's just it's easier to speak in English. You know? Okay. So every 1st of June, the Dayaks would celebrate Gawai. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. Now, since nobody's here, right? Now share information. Okay, please share with me now. What is going on in Peninsula? Like, what is the trend there? You know, like why? Why is it like that? My question. Why? Heavy cleaning is the trend. Yeah, to the extreme thing is like why? Why is it like that? You know. And you know, this is just my view. Okay, I could be wrong. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. It could be, right? That okay, somebody said that there are three major race there in the peninsula. Okay, the Chinese, right? The Indians, right? And so-called Malay. You know, the reason why I said so-called Malay, because these are not really Malays. You know? Like I said, these are Bugis people. You know, they have their own culture, they have their own language, they have their own food. And the other like Iban maybe, right? I'm assuming, you know, Dayak and, you know, some other people. And then maybe some natives there, you know, orang asli, right? Okay, everybody's just so in order to match because Chinese, right? Chinese is it's an old civilization, you know. It's a great civilization. So naturally, people who have you know Chinese or Chinese descent, they are proud of their culture, you know. Indian as well, they are old civilization, you know, and they had you know reached greatness in the past, you know. So now there's a third group that's okay. You know what? We also need to show greatness. You know, okay. How about this? Okay, how about to show greatness? How about all Australasia is Malay? You know? And you know, and then Ayam Geprek, Candi Borobudur. You know, what else? The pyramid, and then the Romans built, and then the Kung Fu China. You know. So I don't know. It could be that, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. So as a person that you are from inside, you are a person that is actually growing up there. Like how, like why did this happen? Ayam gepruk, ayam penyet, every roti canai is Malay now. Literally a week ago, a roti canai shop was condemned because the shop name is Roti Canai Ori Malay. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah. Yeah, so why is that? It's like it's like a group that needs to prove something. It's like a group of that needs to prove something. Why? What happened? What is it that they need to prove? Is it because of the the dynamic between the Indians and the Chinese and the other group there? Please enlighten me. I'm gonna make fried rice. I'm gonna make. Okay, let's see. I envy Indonesia. In Malaysian forms, we have to tick either Malay, Chinese, Indian, or other. State the nation. Indonesia literally has two boxes: Indonesian citizenship or no citizenship. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I see. Okay, okay. I see. Yeah, yeah. It's true that we have that. But as to be fair, right? To be fair, Indonesia face more challenges, than Malaysia in the beginning. Now I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna share with you that my perspective. Okay, I think we all agreed that before countries, Indonesia, Malaysia, and others, Philippines existed, we were just kingdoms, right? Called Nusantara. But and then so we're like two brothers, right? Raised by different parents, and because we are raised by different parents in different houses, so we came up, to Indonesia and Malaysia, turned out different. But what I'm trying to say is, when Malaysia became a country, right? This is Mahathir Muhammad said. It's not me who said this. Mahathir Muhammad said that when Malaysia became country, right? Everything has already been prepared, for the new government. The British has already prepared. Everything is already in order. The economy, the finance. There's some, there's budgeting and everything is already prepared, solid. Okay, this is the system. Okay, and okay, now you go run the system. Okay, we already created the system for you. Okay, so the new this new government is just run it. Just run it. So the it was easier start, for Malaysia. That's why they start faster, than Indonesia. Indonesia is a different story. Indonesia became independence because they rebelled. They didn't want to be colonized. They rebelled. They didn't want. We didn't want to be, classified based on classes. We don't want to be classified. Okay, you are Chinese, okay, and then you have to dress like this, and you are Arabs, you have to dress like that. You are the locals, you have to dress like this, and then you are European, you have to dress like that, And we refuse to live in that kind of system, So no, 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 no. Everybody is equal, and we decided to, detach ourselves, from the colonizer. And because of that, so we have to think of a new system, and it's not easy because Indonesia, as you know, has a lot of tribes, a lot of, we have a lot of tribes of different people with different religions, different, intentions, there's a lot of trial and error in the developing of our country. That's why it's harder for Indonesia to because we have a trial and error, trial and error, trial and error, and then finally, I think in the last 25 years, I think that we are stabling the, so okay, we finally figure out, okay, this is how to live with each other. Yeah, and then we have a lot of challenges, Indonesia. Some tribes, there's a friction between tribes. How to solve that? Friction between people with different religions, different beliefs. How to solve that? So, but fortunately, from day one, our country was formed. Everybody's aware that we are people from different backgrounds, different beliefs, different culture, So how to uh, meet the middle ground, the art of meeting the middle ground. All right, so I'm gonna read your comments. One day I hope I will just have to take Malaysian. We have some people in Sarawak that want independence from Malaysia, but we have lived with each other for so long. I don't want to depart from them. I understand, yeah. That's why God punished Malaysia for excluding Singapore. Look at them now. Okay, yeah. Did you know 70% of Malaysia's GDP is from Sarawak? I know it's Peninsula Company, Petronas, but the crude oil is literally from Sarawak Sea. Yes, yes, Sino, we are aware of that. I think most Indonesians know this. Petronas is a big company, and they uh, get their oil from Sarawak. Yes, yes, it's true. Yeah, we know because Sarawak is in Kalimantan, right? And Kalimantan is rich with natural resources. We know. I think the thing is, I think the biggest challenge, right, for Malaysia is to recognize. Okay, I don't want to go too deep, but I think in the constitution itself, in Malaysia, there's one group of people deserve more rights than others, and I think coming from a country where we are very diverse, this is a kind reminder. A kind reminder that could be a ticking time bomb, Right now, Sarawak has its own oil and gas company. It's called Petros. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Okay. So Petros lost to Petronas in court. Two more tries leave. I wish Sarawak the best. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, Petros lost. Uh, two more trials left. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. When it comes to a large amount of money, I think yeah, they will fight it. Those companies will fight over it. Yes. But wait, are you in Sabah or Sarawak, Sino? I forgot now. You Sabah or you somewhere in Kalimantan, in Borneo? If Petronas withdraw their oil rigs, the peninsula people will literally hate us, Sarawak. Oh, okay, you're Sarawakian. Okay. The peninsula people. Yes, yes, yes. I see. I see. Right, right. And I think there's a lot of homework there, in over there, because I saw also in Peninsula, when you speak, right, someone from Sabah or Sarawak, I think they have an accent, when they speak Malay. And so, are you from Indonesia? And then we should treat you less. No, it wasn't like that again the video, but I was just I just made it up. But but I want to give back to the motherland. God bless China. Give back to the mother. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna give too much comments, because I don't think it's appropriate for me to make too much comment, on other countries, But from what I see, right, I've interacted with some Malaysian friends, yeah, I think that there's a lot of homework. There's a lot of homework there. Just like me, just like Indonesia, we also have a lot of homework, but it's a different kind of homework. Different homework. God bless China. Everybody, it's made in China, guys. Yeah, China companies, right? Made robots, electric vehicles, AI, and U.S. company made bombs, missiles, fireworks. My late dad literally sacrificed his Chinese legacy just to give my siblings and I Bumiputra status. Oh, I see. See, no, I see. Okay, okay. I see. I see. Also, you get that's what I mean, so if you are Bumiputra, then you have certain, I think, certain privileges, right? If I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong. So I think that idea, that concept, I think coming from a country where full of diversity, I think it could be a time bomb. It's a sitting time bomb. I think everybody should be equal. Oh, so that's why you don't have Chinese name. My name is Ethaniel Gurang Martin. Okay, and my dad's name is Yap Yiping. Okay, I see. Okay. Um. Okay. Oh, because of that. And I see. In Indonesia, people. I think people still keep their Chinese name, but also they have Indonesian names. Only Bumiputras can on land invest and get benefits from the Sarawak government. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's like yes. I think in my view, this is just my personal view. Okay, so, I'm not here to criticize any government. Okay, that could lead to a big problem in the future. Because there are other people also in that country. It's like government is like parents. Parents. So if parents only give certain privileges to the elder son, for example, and the second son or the third son have less, and then that could create problem in the house. Am I wrong thinking like that? This is just a simple village way of thinking. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's a beef fat here, guys. I'm gonna make fried rice with this beef fat. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be delicious. Only Bumiputras can on. Okay, but the Mantri of Sarawak Premier is currently working on the non-Bumiputra status. He's currently fighting to make third generation immigrants Bumiputras. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, whatever work in Malaysia, I hope, I wish the best. In Indonesia, if you are a citizen, then you are a citizen. That's it. You have the same right. Everybody has the same right. Everybody has the same right. You're poor? Poor? Okay, everybody's poor. You're not wrong thinking like that, Chigu, because you are correct. Oh, thank you. But again, okay, I'm not, I'm not here to criticize any government. Okay, I'm not criticizing the Malaysian government or something. It's just I'm just sharing a villager's perspective. This fat is a tough fat. Yeah, that's the thing. Um, I have a weird question. Okay, Sino. So, since you are considered Bumiputra, right, on the document, so are you considered Malay? Over there. Okay. Other Sarawakians, including you, are currently following the Irish chant for the royals. If you hate the royal family, clap your. Oh, if you hate the royal family, fans. If you hate the royal family, clap. I have no comment on that. Okay. No comment. Okay. Let me see. Badam. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Yep. Si Dayak because there are a lot of types of Iban. Iban Saribas, Betong region. Okay, I see. You are not the first Malaysian, right? I saw online, who said that he's Iban. There was another person on YouTube. I think I saw. He said he's also an Iban. Oh, the British call you the Viking of the East. Okay. The thing is, it was actually, Sino, this is a kind reminder. It was actually the British who put Iban Dayak also as Malay. The British, when they handed over, so this new government, right? They built this new government, and then they did over. So okay, this is Malay, so everybody is Malay. So it was not invented by the peninsula. The peninsula is just adopted the concept from the British. The British said you're all Malay, because they don't know. They're not from this area. The British don't know any better. So the British thought, okay, it seems like everybody's Malay. Because to them, everybody looks the same. Everybody looks Malay. So the British, yeah, they're all Malay. Just like, yeah, Danny looks Chinese, so he must be Chinese. Everybody's Chinese. So I think that's what happened. People didn't wanna. The blink makes the Brits think they know it all. Yeah, blink, and then it leaves a mess in for the whole country. Blink. So now, but you know what? It's a challenge for the academics. In Malaysia, all they need to do is just their research, and then do research. Okay, who's the Malay? Based on what? The DNA, the culture, That's right, they think, okay, wow, you know what? This is all Malacca Strait. Everybody must be Malay. And then, so they wrote it down, right in that document. Okay, he's Malay, he's Malay, he's Malay, he's Malay. Okay, everybody's Malay. I can give it to the new government of Malaysia, and the new government of Malaysia. Yep, the Brit says they all Malay. It must be true. It's legit. Never mind, they have their own languages. They have tradition, their own traditions. They have their own food. Ay, 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 ay. Yes. Now, in Indonesia, we almost fall into that same mistake, and then Indonesia from day one said, "No, we are not the same. We are not the same. Okay, we are different people with different culture. We recognize the differences, and then therefore, it's harder for us, to. It's more challenging for us to unite, when we recognize each other's differences. But and then because of the wisdom of our founding fathers. Finally, we reach a middle ground. Do you know the kings? In all over so-called today's Indonesia. Because there was a lot of kingdoms. In the past, the kings. Imagine that the royal families. They sacrifice their status. The kingship status, the nobility status. And they're willing to become the average citizen and contribute some of their wealth and money, for the creation of this new country. So in the past, actually, there was originally Malaysia and Indonesia. Right, originally was going to form a new country. Before 1945. There was a meeting in Vietnam. So we're gonna make it make a new country, a big country that what is today Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore. But a lot of kings in Malaysia, they changed their minds. No, I'm not gonna let my status as kings. I still like that. I still like to be kings. So that's why. Yeah. So sad to know that the people of Malacca forget that their first sultan was Palembang. Exactly. So, in Indonesia, we all know this. We all are aware of this. Is Palembang. But for some strange reason in Peninsula, they said that I don't know. I don't want to. You know why Malacca doesn't have a sultan anymore? Okay, why is that, Sino? Um, there was also this. Okay, I'm just sharing it with you now because there's nobody else here. Okay, so only you and me here. So there was this idea that we are serumpun, it's always Malaysia, especially I think I'm assuming it's from the peninsula that always propagate this word serumpun. We are serumpun. And it looks nice. And then later on, we found out that they used the word serumpun, so they could claim that Indonesia was also part of Malays, you know, a long time ago. So all Indonesian cultures, is Malay culture because we are serumpun. And then lately, a lot of people in Indonesia are aware of this. Hey, you guys are, for those who said that, you guys are being dishonest here. It's an ulterior motive. Yeah. The Portuguese couldn't conquer Malacca, and the Portuguese asked for assistance from the Malay sultans. I will not say the state. Oh, I see. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yeah, I heard that story, Sino. Yes, I heard that story. Yes, you're right. Yes, there's a trader there. Yes, yes, and yeah, I think I know which state. Yes. For the safety of our live stream, yeah, let's just not say the state. Hmm. That's right. That's right. Um, yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I think also the common misconception here. There's a misconception here, that in both countries, in Indonesia, most people feel like in Malaysia, Malaysia operates the same as Indonesia, okay? And I think in Malaysia, please correct me if I'm wrong, they feel like Indonesia operates more or less the same way as Malaysia, which is not true. I think these two countries, even though they're neighbors, they have two different ways, in terms of running the country, two different ideology as well, and the way of welcome back, Dev. Yes. Okay. Monson says countries don't really need foreign workers, but a lot of people from foreign countries mostly come to America and get a job. Oh, I see, Monson. I see. So, okay, okay. Okay, thank you for sharing your view, Monson. Where are you from, Monson? Are you from the USA? Wait, I have a question. I'm confused now, Monson. Countries don't really need foreign workers, but a lot of people from foreign countries mostly come to America to get a job. So how do they get the job if they don't need foreign workers? I'm confused. Yes, Dave said USA. I am from USA, Dave. My father is from USA. My grandfather was fighting in the American Civil Jihad. I'm making fried rice here. Sarawak used to have a sultan, Sultan Tengah. Okay, but when the Sultan of Brunei gave the throne to James Brooke, Sultan Tengah was dethroned. Ah, the British again. It's McDonnell Douglas Aviation. Oh, rename your channel. I see, Monsaso, McDonnell Douglas. McDonald. You know, in nearby my village, there's a restaurant, McDonald. And in Indonesian McDonald, they sell rice meal. Yeah. All right. So what I was going, there are McDonald's that don't sell ice cream. Are there McDonald's that don't sell ice cream? What? Which McDonald's don't sell ice cream, Dev? That is an abomination. McDonald's don't sell ice cream. It's the next best thing. Mostly my whole family is American, but my dad is French and American. My dad's dad is French also. My mom's mom was German. I know I'm like 30 or 40% German. I know I'm 10% Scottish, 10%. Oh, okay, 10% and 10%. Wow, okay. So basically, you from Europe, right? Basically, yeah, from Europe. I think from Western Europe. Your lineage. Yeah? This is very confusing, for a villager. Okay, your family tree is European. Okay, that's it. Okay. All right. So, do you think that does your country need foreign workers now? I'm not applying for work there. Okay, by the way, just following up. It's a follow up from this topic. What you making? Oh, I'm making fried rice here, Dev. Okay, fried rice. I make with what's what? Cow's fat. Yeah, cow's fat. Because the rice is cold, you see? It's better to make it into fried rice. Okay, Mon says, I meant, but it's mostly Europeans. My fingers are slipping and accidentally touching sand, and I'm trying to do a sentence. Okay, okay. Yeah, the reason why I asked this question, like I said earlier, I saw on social media um, in South Africa, the people are marching, rallying, chasing foreigners away, and they go to shops, they raided shops. Hey, you, where you from? Ah, we'll go back to your country, and where you from? Go back to your country. So, so there's like an anti-immigrant sentiment there. But I noticed it's not only happening in South Africa, in some European countries as well, like in Germany, UK, even in Japan. So I think in what's the word, in Malaysia to a certain degree, right, Sino? Because there's a lot of foreign workers in Malaysia as well. So it seems like it's a global phenomenon. So that's why, as a villager, it raises question that do countries need foreign workers in the first place or not? Let me see. Dev said he had teriyaki chicken with teriyaki steak, fried chicken with eggs, and miso soup from a Japanese restaurant. Like, oh, nice. Okay, Mon says very sweaty while fingers are sleeping and accidentally touching his hand. Okay. My worker Fari said that Indonesians do the claiming just to piss the Malaysians. Okay, Sino says 70% illegal, 30% legal. That's a huge number. And also, when I'm older, I'm gonna go explore the Indochina region, like when I get out of college. But I think my parents don't want me to go to Vietnam because Vietnam is bad ideology. But they could. I see. It's okay, Mon. This is not 1960s anymore. Vietnam is open for business. Do you guys know that Vietnam have their own electric vehicles made in Vietnam? They have their own EV, electric vehicle, made in Vietnam. And people say, what? I thought they were just a bunch of rice farmers. That's not true. They do have rice farmers. Just like Indonesia. Oh, by the way, guys, just wait. I think in another 2 or 3 more years, okay, you will hear Indonesian-made electric vehicle. Okay, the factory, they're setting up the factory, and then they've been trying to do that for the last 5 years. America is making a flying car. Yes, Def. It's called a helicopter. They are rice farmers, but right now America is turning Iran into a parking lot. Oh, I see, Monsan. They tried to, Mon. They tried to, but so far I think it's not working very well, because I think yesterday Iran sent missile attack, hit one of American bases in Kuwait. It doesn't sound like a country that is almost turned into a parking lot. Um, Love from Ajnibia. Ed, hello, Ajnibia. I have no idea where is it now. I'm looking at the map, world map right now. No, like a car that drives and flies. Oh, okay, Def. They try to do that, flying cars, but it's not exactly flying cars that I imagined when I was young. I was thinking of flying cars like the Jetsons. Uh, okay, let's see. Mon said, yeah, because the American B1s and B2s are taking fat down. Okay. Okay, Monsan. As a villager, okay, as an Indonesian villager, okay, uh, if you don't mind me sharing my view, in the context of United States and Iran, Iran is not just a country. Is they are a proud civilization, a proud people who's proud of their culture. Uh, they call themselves Persian. They invented the game of chess. I'm just saying. It's extremely challenging to beat people with that kind of proudness. Same like China. People in China in the past they felt insecure, and then after they learn their culture they become proud people of their culture. They're proud of their thousands of years of civilization, and then look at them now. You cannot defeat people who's already attached with their culture and proud of their culture. Hello, Chris. Welcome back to my kitchen. Let's go. I will not lose, Chris. I will not lose. That's what Alexander the Great also say, Chris. Alexander the Great said, I will not lose. And they become Persia. I'm just saying, okay? This is just my view. But who am I? I'm just a villager, okay? Chris said, I will never surrender. Yes, Chris. Are you making scrambled eggs? No, Chris. I'm making this fried rice, Chris. Because the rice is the rice from last night. It's getting cold. I fried this rice, and also mix it oil a little bit with beef fat, cow's fat, yeah. Greek Alexander, yes, that Alexander, I think. Alexander, or is it Alexander Graham Bell? I don't think Alexander Graham Bell invaded any countries. Alexander Hamilton. Yes. Or it's Muhammad Alexander. I'm s- Alexander literally conquered the Persian, and he was a Khan king. Darius is too left his family back home, and Alexander took refuge in Darius. Okay, okay, see now. Okay, my view. Okay, this is my personal view. Okay, of Iran and I think right. This is a process, right? This is a process where American influence, in the Middle East will be replaced by Israel influence. Um, so in order for the U.S. to retreat, there has to be a trigger. So Iran demanded the U.S. to withdraw from the region. So basically, the Gulf countries are not strong, so they will need another, protector. So I think the next protector will be Israel. So Israel will be the one who's gonna be replacing the United States of America in the Middle East. That's when Pax Judaica started. Pax Judaica will replace Pax Americana as Pax Americana replaced Pax Britannica. That is theological perspective. Is Alexander really Zulkarnain in the Quran? Some people believe that, but some people do not believe that, because the reason why, um, I also one of the people who do not believe that, the reason why, because yeah, the word was Zulkarnain, Zulkarnain in the Quran, and in the Quran, Zulkarnain is a person who was pious, with, he communicated with God, but Alexander, the Greek Alexander is different. He's a pagan, right? If I'm not mistaken, right? And so it cannot be. And also the history, the event that was mentioned by the Quran, it, it was definitely not Alexander the Great that we know historically. So this is a different character, totally different. That's just my opinion. Okay, and a lot of Muslims also. So it's not simple. It's like, okay, yes, it's in the Quran, or no, it's not. It's more like from historical, it don't match. They don't match. Because in the Quran, Zulkarnain, right, that name Zulkarnain, travel from what is called today is the Black Sea, and then to Caspian Sea. Yes, some of your Muslim friends said it's Zulkarnain. Is it the same now? No, that's the thing. It's not one voice. We are not one voice in that. Okay. Um, in the past, traditionally, yes, a lot of people believe that, you know, but and after we learn about international world history, you know, and then a lot of people, the modern, especially today, found out, okay, this cannot be, you know, the same person. This is two different people here. Yeah, okay. Dev said it's okay to be sad because sad stands for secretly a dinosaur. A dinosaur. There's a cartoon I used to watch when I was young, you know, Dinosaur. So the cartoon says, if Alexander is pious, then Kim Jong Un is a saint. Yeah, exactly. This is what I seen. Exactly. You know, this. Yes, yes. In the Quran, Zulkarnain was a person who close to God, and he was given power by God to, you know, establish law and orders or peace. You know, so he communicated with God. So it has to be someone who's pious. You know, so. Devs watch Dino Train on PBS Kids. Yay! I used to show Blippi, you know, to my kids when they were young. What they don't like to watch Blippi anymore. I think Dev, you were only 1 year different from my children. You know. Yeah. Okay, Sino says he envies the prophets or people that talk to God in stereo. If that happens to me, I will think I got schizophrenia. Yes, you know. But you know what? Uh, I think okay, see it from this perspective, Sino. Okay, remember the story of Prophet Moses. Yeah, remember the story of Prophet Moses. Imagine this. Okay, so the followers Prophet Moses, yeah, they saw with their own eyes, right? They saw with their own eyes how sea departed. Imagine that sea departed in front of you, and you cross that sea. You know, sea departed in front of your eyes. You know, wow. And you know what happened? 40 days after that, they created a golden calf to worship. That's some people for us, you know. They saw in front of their eyes, you know, the sea parted, you know. 40 days afterward, they built a golden calf to worship. So we can learn from that lesson, you know. Yes, we might not hear, you know, God answer us in stereo, you know, but it requires humility, you know, humbleness to be aware that, okay, you know what, there is a creator that created us, you know. It requires humility. We have two eyes. Okay, Dev, listen, Dev. We have two eyes. I'm sorry, I'm just joking. External eyes and internal eyes. Just be careful. Do not blind your internal eyes. I hope I'm not preaching a religion here, okay, guys? Do I sound like I'm preaching a religion here? Forgive me, okay? I don't mean to. I'm just this again. The context is it's my view, okay? So I'm not forcing my view towards you. Okay? Okay. You hated that blue and orange man. Ooh, you should throw a beach party. Sino said the people always say Moses parted the sea. Nope, God did. Yeah, yeah, but seriously, though Moses just turned his head just for a while and turned back. Boom, golden cow worshiping. Yeah, exactly. No, but your twins were born 2012, right? So we would be in the same age. I'm just a few months older. Okay, Dev. So you are, yeah, yes. They were born in December 2012. Ah, so you know Blippi. Ah, you know Blippi. Uh-huh, you know Blippi. That's the point. All right, see you later, Dev. Yes, now going back to where were we now? To Moses, peace be upon him. Yeah, just turn his head for a while and turn back. Boom, golden cow worshiping. Exactly. So that's why from that story I learned that, yeah, you know what, even if God, the okay, the context is from the Quranic, okay, perspective. Even if God shows up, in the sky, some people will still not believe, that's magic. That's why I'm not. I make my peace, when people don't. I don't believe there's God. It's okay. I'm not upset or something. Yeah. And I will just say, okay, 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 okay. In the Torah, when Moses put his staff in the water, it didn't immediately part it. Okay. And it's time for me to wash the pot. Okay. Welcome back, Dev. Welcome back. Welcome to our Sunday school, Dev. Or to be precise, Thursday school. It took the leader of the Hebrews in Egypt to hold it with him, then it parted. Okay, okay. um, oh man, I don't like Sunday school. Dev, I used to go to Sunday school, Dev. Okay, I enjoy the story, you know. It's like, wow, wow, you know, full of miracles. You know? And then when I went to the mosque, you know, at the same time, you know, same different days, you know, hey, this story, you know, even though the detail is different, you know, but it's slightly familiar, you know. And my grandma was right, you know. Yeah, we also believe in different and same prophets, you know. Do I have favorite prophet other than Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? That's very difficult question, you know. Um, it's difficult. I cannot answer that because there are each of them are very important in my view. You know, like for example, right, Prophet Moses. You know, peace be upon him. He's he's intelligent. Uh, from Islamic perspective, you know, he even asked God, you know, if he could forgive Iblis, you know, or the devil, you know, because he felt like, you know, the Iblis is destined to go to hell. That's why he was doing all these wrong things, you know. If you, I mean, he asked if could you forgive Iblis, you know, and maybe Iblis will not cause so much havoc, you know. So that was a question. Oh, I see. In Jalan Cerita, the most interesting in Jalan Cerita. Um, the story, I was fascinated when I went to Sunday school. I must admit that the story of Jesus Christ, you know, it was fascinating. How powerful he was, you know, um, and how kind and you know how much mercy he showed, you know. And that was fascinating. I was yeah, he was one of my favorite, you know. And also what's the word, the disturbing the most disturbing story is Prophet Joseph, you know. Well, he was thrown to the well, you know, by his own brothers. Like, what? How could siblings do that to their own siblings? He's so mean. You know. Even my kids will freak out, you know, to hearing that story. And yeah. uh, Yes, you know, yes. Jesus Christ in the Quran, he could talk in the cradle, you know. Um, so this is from the Quran, because the Quran mentioned that because the Jews at that time questioning her, you know, questioning Mary, you know, how you don't have husband, you know, how can you have a child, you know, you're doing you know, adultery, you're committing adultery. And so Jesus Christ, to protect his mother's dignity, you know, he was able to explain to the rabbis, you know. So so that was one of his miracles, you know. Because the punishment for adultery in Jewish law is stoning to death. So so that was one of the reasons why they didn't stone Mary to death at that time. Okay, Dev said he was born in August, so he's only a few months older than the twins. Oh, okay, in August. So you are not 14, you're still 13 then. Same age like my kids, you know. My children will be 14 this December. So you will be 14 in August, right? Am I correct? I'm gonna tell my kids, you know. Yeah, because my children wanted to join this live stream. I said, no, 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 don't join my live stream. I said because there's some maniacs, join my live stream. I'm scared that you might not be able to handle this. I said, there's some maniacs. There's people come just for the sake of having a debate. Some people just to preach, and some people just to annoy the host. I don't want them to be traumatized. Yes, yes, so fascinating. As I remember, Nabi Isa, Jesus Christ, made a bird out of clay and gave life to it. He said, "Fly, the power of God." Yes, yes, you're right, That's the story. So, this is why, right, when I, see people coming to this live stream, and suddenly talking about the verses in the Bible, without any background context, I kindly remind them, please, I know, don't, because it might attract some maniac, to insult Jesus Christ, and as you know now, I can see that you are aware in Islam, in the Quran, that Jesus' name was mentioned. So it's I don't feel comfortable. Actually, for a Catholic guy, I'm impressed. I am impressed. I'm impressed. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you some. Okay, one more thing. Maybe you already know this, or maybe you haven't heard this. Do you know that from Islamic perspective, that there will be the end time alliance between Muslims and Christians? The Muslims believe this, by the way. Do you know that? And also in the Quran, the Christians are viewed in a positive way. First, I'm gonna pause that first. Are you aware of this? Have anybody told you about this? I know, I do aware, because since I went to church before and I went to the mosque before, I do aware that in our groups, there are people, religious leaders, who's telling story that, hey, you know what, they don't like us, they are threat to us, and they're telling us all these, stories that to make us like, we are enemies, of each other. But I'm just saying that in the Quran, actually. Islam sees Christians in the positive view, and from Islamic eschatology, that there will be an end time alliance between Christian and Muslims. Hello, Inanna. Welcome back. Where's Kiki? Kiki is falling asleep because Kiki is listening to me, talking about religion, and Kiki said, enough of this, enough of this religious talk. I'm going to bed." Okay, as Catholic did, because the Pope really loves a Muslim. Pope Leo says you cannot devout a Muslim, impossible. Oh, I see. That's it's good to know that. Yeah. Yay, Kiki. Well, Dev, you need to listen from both sides, Dev. You need to not compare, but learn from the teaching of different religions. Not to be a maniac, but to learn the goodness from each teaching. It's important, Dev. It's one of life skills. Yeah. Kiki and Lala. Yes. No, no, in this. It's not Kiki and Lala here. It's just Kiki and Coco. Kiki and Coco. Yes. Yes. Kiki. Oh, by the way, there are three cats here in Anna. Kiki, Coco, and Jean Pierre. Kiki, Coco, Jean Pierre. They are taking their nap, afternoon nap. They are still growing. Sleeping is important for them. Okay, in Nana says, in Japanese, this person resembles a Japanese streamer. Who? Oh, the little twin stars. Okay. I like little twinkle stars, Indian version, by the way. Twinkle, I cannot copy that. Twinkle twinkle little star. How I wonder what you are. Ding, 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 ding. I like that. And I keep playing that song over and over and over and over again. And my wife was getting sick of it. I said, stop that. Kiki, Coco, Jean Pierre, yes. Only the Jews view Christ as a normal person. Yes, you know. Yes, you know. In the Quran, right? It was the Quran identified two people during the crucifixion. You know, the two group of people. The one group of people who's cheering, right? You know, happy, and other group of people who cry. You know, and the Quran identified people who cry as Christian, the Nasara. You know. And people who's cheering, you know, as Yahudi or the Jews. So that's the identification. Where is Christendom, by the way? Is it in Turkey? You mean the Byzantium Empire, maybe in Anaya? It used to be a Christian kingdom, yeah, Byzantine Empire. Until what's the word? It was invaded by the Ottoman. Yeah, but that's another topic. You know, that's another different topic. And I am distracted now because I'm supposed to cook the chicken and the vegetables. I forgot because I get distracted easily, you know, even when since I was young. And I'm a teacher, by the way. A teacher who got distracted easily. Imagine that. It's really bad. I'm supposed to make the vegetables. Just give me 1 minute. Let's see. Christendom is not in Turkey. I am Mehmet there. Okay, Inanna. Christendom means the Christian world. Okay. See, now I sent the emoji to Korean and they did nothing. Okay. right, so what do we have here, guys, for vegetables? Okay, I have a little bit of leftover broccoli, only this little piece, okay? Only, and then only three of this. I can use this to smack naughty children, yeah? Naughty children, pow, 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 pow. And some baby carrots. Baby carrots. All right. Mehmet is Turkish. For Muhammad, actually, if I'm not mistaken, yes, yes. Mehmet is Turkish. Yes. Don't smack me. Yeah, no, Def. Nobody's gonna smack you. Smack you with this. Then they are not the Koreans that beef Southeast Asia. By speaking Korean in drawings. I think the first Sultan Mehmet, right? He was from Central Asia. Central Asia. They are not. He's not native Turkish. You know, he's because yeah. You know, I think it was. There are two opinions in the Islamic world, by the way, about the conquered of Constantinople. You know, the modern view of the conquered of Constantinople is actually it's sinful. You know, why is it sinful? Because it's against the teaching of the Quran. You know, the teaching of the Quran in the battlefield when your enemy, surrender, you are obligated to stop the fight and show mercy to your enemy, and then take or bring your enemy to peace. You know, so that's the first thing. You know, and also the Quran also mentioned that we must not disturb other people's place of worship. You know, and so those two are the invaders. You know, they just violated all those things. You know, I think, and then they took over. They took what's Hagia Sophia. Hagia Sophia is well, at that time it was functioning cathedral. It was a functioning cathedral, and they just took the functioning cathedral and then converted into a mosque, a masjid. That is sinful from Islamic perspective. You know, that's against the teaching of the Quran. You know, teaching of God. God forbid that. So, in my view, you know, as a Muslim villager, Muslim, you know, one day we have to return Hagia Sophia to Christian world, and then Muslims should apologize. You know, for what they did. You know. But that is not by coincidence, by the way. That's not coincidence, you know, because this entity, you know, from Islamic perspective is called Dajjal. You know, Dajjal knew that there will be an end-time alliance between Christian and Muslims. You know, so Dajjal tried very hard to sabotage this end-time alliance. You know, between he and his soldiers trying to make sure that there will be no alliance in at the end time between Muslim and Christian, and that's why I will pause there. I don't want YouTube say, "Hey, Danny has been a bad boy here." Okay. Yay, Jean Pierre, hi Coco, hey Kiki. Don't say that, Chigu. The Muslim Turks will get angry. Yeah, I know. See, no. Okay. Um, okay. Didn't Mehmet the first said Allah has given me vision? He wants me to conquer Rome, Constantinople. I don't know if he said that, but even if he said that, it's his opinion. It's not. The good thing is, right? It's not in the Quran, right? And it's not in the established hadith. So yeah, he can say whatever he likes. It's just an opinion from a Muslim perspective. Okay. And then the Turks will say, "Hey, how could you say that?" Yeah. How could you say that, man? A perfect example of how I'm certain that the end time alliance between Muslim and Christian would happen anyway. Yesterday, at the end of my live stream, there was somebody, right? I don't know, I forgot what he said, but that triggered everybody in this room, right? Christians or Muslims united. And I was like, wow, this is. From that, what happened yesterday, I believe so the Christians and Muslim alliance would happen. And I could see like, oh, okay, like people are uniting here. Okay, but the Crusaders also did wrong to the Muslim Chigu. Only Salahuddin show kindness and mercy to the Christians. Inanna, Ottoman like small boys though. Well, Inanna, that's Ottoman did a lot of wrong things. Okay, so I'm not gonna pretend that I will defend the Ottoman Empire. Okay. The Crusaders also did wrong to the Muslim Chigo. Only Salahuddin showed kindness and mercy to the Christian. All right, so see now. Yeah, they are. The Quran also mentioned that there will be a secret alliance, between part of Christian world and a part of Jewish world, a part of it and a part of it. And then we have to, the Muslims are told to be careful. Now, you mentioned about the Crusades. The Crusade is, I think it's more complicated. It's more complex than it's just say, okay, Christians versus Muslims war. I think it's more complex than that because yes, it was Christian kingdoms, but who financed that? Who financed that war in the Christian kingdoms? Someone who have a lot of gold, who had a lot of gold. It was the, cannot say that word now. Who financed those kings? That's why those kings fell into huge debt. So the alliance between a certain part of Christian world and certain parts of that world, commit. What's the word? Oppression. But that's a topic of another day. Now I'm gonna cook the vegetables using my dented pot, guys. This is a dented, as you can see. This is my dented pot. Yeah, the food is nicer because the pot is dented. Yes, cook with the dented pot, guys. Okay, I was Semitic once. What do you mean you were Semitic once? I thought you were born Semitic, Inanna. If you're an Arab, if you have Arab lineage or Jewish lineage, and you are Semitic automatically. You are Semite. Uh, Sino said if he did it to his mom's body, he did. Yes, Jean Pierre. Jean Pierre said, enough talking about religion. I'm hungry. Jean Pierre, but there's food here, a little food, okay? Oh no, all the cats are here. And they look at me, they give me that look, you know. You hungry? Alright, just give me 1 minute. Okay, this look is, they're starting to beg here. Starting to beg. I hate it when they beg. Okay, I don't want to give them too much food. Just some food. Okay, you got me. I have 22% Semite. Oh, you are 22% Semite. Okay. Okay, Dev said, yeah, vegetables. Green, and orange. Okay, I have midget carrot. Okay. I have food. Do. Okay, any case, share with us how's the situation in Iraq. But you're technically Malay. Inanna says, what? I didn't know that. Yes. Inanna is Malay. I am Malay. Dev is Malay. Everybody's Malay. We still have fish, yeah? It's fried rice, yeah? And we still have vegetables. Huh? Yeah, we don't have it.
Take a break because I didn't have.
Alright. So, but this rice and the food is there. Okay, just don't forget to warm up your food. Okay?
It's for sticky.
Hmm?
For sticky.
Yeah, I think someone spilled juice on the floor.
Oh yeah, mom spilled green tea.
Ah, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a Malay Balay. Oh, near you. Okay. Malaya means free of Filipino. Who told you that? Okay, this is a story. Okay, from what I heard. From what I heard, right? During the time of a kingdom of Majapahit, Majapahit, right? Majapahit kingdom, one of the old kingdom in Java. So they have expedition, the expedition, and they travel to different islands, So during in one of their expeditions, they found out a tribe on the island, and this tribe ran away from them, from the Majapahit expedition team, They ran away. They just ran away, and then because they ran away. So in Javanese it's called Melayu, Melayu means run away, moving away from you, walking away or running away from you, Melayu. That's why in Java the tribe's called Melayu. The English, they cannot pronounce Melayu, so they say Malay or Malaya. Not anymore. Yeah, I know. Because the British says it's Malaya. If the British say so, then it's the truth. It must be true. Because the British have said that. It's legit. But I'm just sharing with you the linguistic, So the word is Melayu, Melayu. In Javanese, Melayu. So the old word is Melayu. Melayu means, if you ask any Javanese, right, what does Melayu mean? It means Melayu, walk away, run away, walk away. It's the Melayu tribe. Yes, but I think we should ask the British because the British know better. Oh, dear British, what does this mean? What's the word? Yeah, forgot. Just don't mind me, guys. Okay, I'm still cooking this. I'm cooking these bad boys. Bad boys, bad boys. I knew an Aussie name into mobile called Sauce. Okay. All right, and check out this colorful vegetable. Okay, nice carrots. There's orange and green, light green. It's nice. Yeah. Have an Aussie friend. Who discovered Australia? Is the Malay. Forever thankful for the British. If it wasn't the Iban, people would still hunt their own people. No, don't worry, Sino. The Dayak people in Indonesia, they also stopped hunting for head people, without British influence. Okay, so no worries. in Papua, right, in Indonesia, they used to have a tribe, that that would eat their enemy. When they have a combat, and the enemy lost the combat, and they would eat the enemy. It used to be like that, but now not anymore. So it's good. And yeah, I don't know what you guys gonna do with that information. In India and China too, even in Boston. Okay, I don't know. India and China. In Nagaland, what is Nagaland, Sino? In Neom. 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 Vikings were in America hundreds of years before it was founded. Yeah, yes, Def. I believe you, Def. I believe you. And also, a few hundred years before Columbus arrived in America, do you know there was a Chinese admiral? Not Chinese admiral, the Chinese have also been there. I think the Chinese mistake is they didn't claim it as theirs. uh, because during that time, China just collecting tributes. They had animals from Africa. They went all over Africa. But God forbid China invent something. The Malays were the first settlers in America. Yes. No, 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 Sino. Okay, I think that wouldn't be fair for to my Malay, to my Malay cousins, in Indonesia. They've never, claim anything that ridiculous. The Malays in Indonesia just like me. They just like, okay, we have our own language, we have our own tribes, and everybody has different language, different tribes. Yeah, that's it. So. The Malays in Indonesia are different. They are the original Malays, by the way. The original Malays are not like that. I mean, really, the reason why I said the original Malays, because there are some professors, from the peninsula, came to Indonesia, to Sumatra, to Riau, to Jambi, and they learned the Malay scriptures, the Malay scriptures. Okay, they studied it. They went back, and then, of course, in the peninsula, well, this is our scriptures now. What? So that's. I think it's. I think it's safe for me to say that the original Malays. Okay. I think it's safe for me to say the original Malays in Indonesia. I think it's different from the Great Peninsulas. No, Peninsula the Great. I don't know. Whichever that you. I think it's nice. Arabian Peninsula, yes. Inanna, how about we call it the Peninsula the Great? Just for the fun of it. Vikings, Dev said Vikings traveled there and then their history just stopped, so they probably married into the natives. Maybe, Dev. Sino is Etaniel Gurang, Martin Linggi Sayan, Unggap Utuk, Tiong Nanang, Dana Gurang. Ah, see. That's typically of old name, by the way. Old names are long. They mention the father, grandfather, from the lineage. Yes, Iban people name must consist of 7 generations. Yep. And then for some strange reason, Peninsula the Great decided to make it as Malay. Okay, this is a Malay now. And the original Malays, right? The original Malays were confused, more like confused, like what's going on the other side of the world? What is happening over there? The original Malays are just busy minding their own business, having some tea and coffee, chill in the coffee shop. Meantime, on the other side, busy claiming this and that and this and that. Yep. You know that okay, the vegetables almost done, right? They said, "Is the baboon?" Have you seen baboon in a real life, Dev? When I was in Cape Town, I was fortunate enough to be able to travel to Cape Town, and then I saw baboons, and then people said, "Close the window, close the window." This baboons, one of the most dangerous animals. Okay, they consider as they can unalive you. Cave Town the singers, no, Cave Town the tailor. Cape Town, South Africa. Why Cape Town singer? Okay, Sino's great Chinese grandparents were Kaifeng Jews. Okay, Kaifeng is Chinese Semite. Okay. You are all Malays. Yeah, according to Peninsula the Great, We all Malays, you, me, everybody. Especially if you have, influence and power, then you are a Malay. A twisted definition of Malay. Yes, Dev, you are all Malay. You just don't know it yet. You must visit the peninsula. You will discover that you are a Malay. uh, okay, Ina said you have Jew DNA and Chinese DNA. Okay, okay. So yes, yes, says Dev, you are Malay, Chigu's Malay, he's a Malay, and then to find out the truth, you must visit the Great Peninsula, and you will find out the truth that you are a Malay. So, what? We are all Malays. It's crazy. And then the peninsula, the people from peninsula, suddenly come here. Surprise! And then he will say, "You are poor." Do you know when you're gonna end the stream? Good question, Deb. I need to marinate this chicken. I'm gonna end the stream probably in another 20 minutes or so, okay? Because I need to pray also. Um, but I'm gonna give this naked chicken what he deserves. Yeah. He deserve to be in the air fryer. He's been very naughty here. But first thing is you need to marinate this, okay? Marinate this chicken. Mother side Filipino Spanish. Oh, Filipino Spanish. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing to this poor chicken, okay? Here, and where is it? Ta-da! Okay, what I'll do here is to marinate this. Okay, to make it easy, I'm gonna marinate this with what is it? Garlic, onion powder, pepper, turmeric, salt, a little bit of sugar, and some other recipe like Colonel Sanders recipe or something. Yeah. Yes. not sun bath, powder bath. Ew. Bismillah. Okay. Leave it for 10 minutes until all yellow. Yeah, so there it is. Yep. Okay, and let me see. You don't use air fryer. It's going to be dry. All right, take care, Dev. You have to go. Right? If you're sneezing, it ain't season. Yeah, you know, when I was many years ago, when I was teaching in Taiwan, right, there was a kid. Her father owned a chicken restaurant. And then she likes chicken bottom. Yeah, chicken bottom. So she was I think it was a grade one. So the teachers, was told by her parents that to what's the word, to ask her to do good things. Okay, hey, you're doing great. I'm gonna give you chicken bottom after this. Okay. Oh yeah. She likes chicken bottom so much. So that's how we bribed her, to do her work. Okay, you do this, and you're doing great. I'm gonna give you chicken bottom here. But yeah, she was still grade one. I don't know if she still does it. That was 15 years ago, by the way. I don't think she still does. Let's see. Hey, Chris, welcome. I just booked a ticket. Hey, where are you going, Chris? Book a ticket. I also need to book a ticket, I don't know, guys. I just got the news that the school in Abu Dhabi wanted my CV. I don't know. I'm kind of traumatized, working in Abu Dhabi school. The culture. I worked there for a few years, but I need the money. Show me the money. Show me the money. Book a ticket. Yeah, book a ticket. Sounds like a name in Africa. Ah, yeah. Or KwaZulu Malema. Ah, that's an African name. KwaZulu Malema. Malema. I was in South Africa, and then people stare at me over there. And then you know what? I mean, I understand if Africans, if the Africans stare at me, I understand that. But the Indians, the Indians there also stare at me. And I was like, hey, what is your problem? Why are you staring at me? You also a foreigner here. Silly. What are you teaching in Abu Dhabi? I teach primary school. So when you teach a primary school, you teach more than one subject: English, math, science. For little children. English for second as a second language. I thought you used a Malay name. No. Yeah. Yeah, I feel the peninsula, the great, giving a bad name to the Malays, because the Malays, majority of Malays actually is not even in Malaysia, if I'm not mistaken. Majority of Malays are in Indonesia, in different places in Indonesia. So I think they're giving Malays bad name in peninsula. And I think what's the word? Yeah, one by one now today, since the era of social media, the Malays in Indonesia is starting to wake up. Like, what? Hey, what's going on here? Someone is using our name. Some Muslims are disgusting in Indonesia. Some Muslims are disgusting. Yeah, I agree with you, Inana. Kalimantan Malays outnumber the Malays in Malaysia. Yeah, there you go, Sino. Yes, I agree with you. So I don't know. It's just it's very weird, That's why I try to be careful, not to say Malays, because a lot of Malay cousins, in Indonesia, they're like, what's going on? We have nothing to do with this. You play Minecraft, bro? No, I don't play Minecraft. Actually, I didn't have a chance to play video games anymore, Equinox, since I have babies, I used to play video games, but lately I'm able to play video games again, with my son, Resident Evil. It's my favorite. Resident Evil. Yeah. I used to play Battlefield, and Call of Duty, but I like Battlefield more because the tempo is slower there. Islamic boarding school. Yeah, what about Islamic boarding school, Inanna? You cannot just throw random words like that, without any context. What is it, man? What are you trying to say? Say it in a sentence, so don't make me confused. Equinox, how old are your babies? Well, they are now 13. The twins are 13, and the youngest one is 11. Okay, Equinox used to play Minecraft before, and now I play. You used to play Minecraft before, and now you play Minecraft. So you've always been playing Minecraft then. You're studying cases of male children sexual abuse in pesantren. Oh, I see. No. Yeah, it's true that it happened. I think you should expose this. Expose them all. People use religion, doing bad things. I support you. Okay, expose them all. In fact, I support maximum punishment to the perpetrator. Oh, you never start playing Minecraft. Okay. You're planning to have kids there, inshallah. Is it because in Anna it's like, I'm studying cases of male children sexual abuse in Pesantren. And by the way, I'm planning to have kids sent there. That sounds very confusing. People might misunderstand that. Okay. Sino says he used to play Dragon Balls, Tenkaichi, Tenkaichi 3 on PS2 for 12 hours straight. Those the old good, the old days, yeah. Sino, I used to play. What's the word? Not Dragon Ball. I didn't play Dragon Ball. And I used to play. What's the word? Tenchu, right? And also Tekken. Tekken. Are you gay, Danny? I'm not gay. My boyfriend is. Ah. I have 3 children. Okay, I have 3 children. One wife. uh, yes, I can. Him and his boyfriend are not gay. That doesn't prove you're not gay. Okay, no, right, fine, yes. You're gay, you're gay. Everybody's a suspected gay. Yeah. Does your 13-year-old play Minecraft? Maybe you could steal their console to play. I don't know, Equinox. It's just I don't have time to play games anymore. I used to. I wish I had time to enjoy, play games again like I used to. But being a teacher in Abu Dhabi is really slavery. My people, the Ibans in Sarawak, are still old-minded. Some 30-year-old will still marry 14 to 17-year-old girls. Pretty mess up. Okay. Yeah, go send your kids to work and you stay home and play Minecraft. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Great idea. Brilliant idea. Equinox. Alright, I'm gonna put this chicken in, wrap this in aluminum foil. Like what UAE said, eat Nuru money. Money, money, money. Air fryer is better. Gotta go? Oh, okay, gonna pick up your family at the longhouse. Okay, Sino. Take care, Sino. Okay, thank you for keeping me company, Sino. Okay, in this kitchen. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Sino. Shalom to you. Okay. here. Show you here. This one. Make whole. Make it holy. Make it holy. And then put this chicken here. There you go. And then put some of the cream here. Yeah. And ready for the air fryer. Yep, ready for the air fryer. Sidayak, yes. Sino is from Sidayak. Do 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 do. Okay, let's see. Sea Dayak is a historical colonial term used by the British to refer to the Iban people, the largest indigenous ethnic group in Sarawak, Malaysia. Yep. All right, done. Now I'm just waiting for the chicken, and I'm almost done with the live stream. Okay, let me in another 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, guys. Let's see. Hey, hello, Femboy. Welcome back. Moving. Why would countries need to have foreign workers? Why is it they don't provide system for their own locals to be useful? Oh, I see. Moving. Yeah, it's a good question. Why? Anybody knows why? I think I have the answer, but what do you think, guys? Because I'm not here to debate, guys. Just here to listen to your view. You will speak in Russian. I have no idea what you're saying. I come beside. Oh, Sino is in the car. I see. Yes, you in the car now. All right, Sino. Just be careful, okay? Drive safe, Sino. Drive safe. Please check the text for errors. Use Cyrillic. Oh, okay. Mm-mm. It's a homework for everybody. Yeah. You know, this is a good question from moving. Is why would countries need to have foreign workers? Okay, it's a good question. Why is it they don't just provide the system for their own locals to be useful? Hmm. I was when I was working in Taiwan, right, many years ago. Taiwan at that time needed a lot of foreign workers. Okay? They wanted to teach English in their schools, so they hired a lot of English teachers from many countries. Those English teachers are foreign workers. And what's the word? They also rely so much on manufacturing, and they realize that they don't have enough population, to fill the gap. There's a gap there. There's a demand for factory workers, but they don't have enough population to fill that gap. And so, while they have some grandmas and grandpas, they don't have the stamina to do factory work. So they have to import a lot of immigrant workers, foreign workers working in the factory. And that's why we have microchips now in your phones, in your computers. I think 80%, 90% of microchips in your phone or computers are actually made in Taiwan because of foreign workers. So that's one example. Okay, I don't know the other example. Okay, I cannot say it's. So I think that's one of the example why countries need foreign workers. What do you think? Moving. What do you think? I'm not in Taiwan anymore, by the way. While they do have an option just to get rid of all the foreign workers, Okay, everybody, all foreign workers, go home, go back to your country, And then, who's gonna do the job, in the factory? Nobody. If nobody is gonna do the job, the factory will be closed. Factory closed is bad for economy because no factories, no tax, no tax, no infrastructure. So that's the thing, But I feel like there are some people out there who feel like, okay, you know what? Because they are foreign workers, and then people feel more superior, these are foreign workers, and they are lower than us, and then, so they don't treat them like human anymore, because they're just foreign workers, especially foreign workers who work as someone who's doing a hard labor job, so they don't treat them as like human anymore. They're subhuman. Yep. Alright, any case, I'm almost done, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for keeping me company here, what's the word? This room is nice because of you guys, I enjoy going live stream because of you guys, so thank you for keeping me company again, okay, and I will see you in the next live stream, okay. I normally do live stream twice a day, okay, during the week, Mondays to Fridays. Okay? And yeah, see you guys. Okay, I'm gonna greet you with religious greetings, peace. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya. Take care, people, and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace again.